How long does a rotator cuff tear need to heal without surgery? A rotator cuff tear that a surgeon would consider operable would take anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks for a moderate tear, or 3 months to 6 months for a more severe tear. And that's assuming that you do everything correctly and let it go through all the phases of healing that it needs to, and also fix the underlying root problem that caused the tear to begin with, especially if you had what's called a non-traumatic tear. It was like a degeneration injury that happened over time. However, most people with a rotator cuff tear that choose to not have surgery end up struggling for the better part of a year or even multiple years without getting the outcome that they want of getting their shoulder back to normal. And this is because they're not addressing the root problem. What most people do is just rest and let the pain calm down, and then start to gradually get back into activities they were doing before, and then it begins to hurt again. And the reason for that is because they're not treating the underlying root problem that caused the rotator cuff tear to begin with. And that problem is usually a muscle imbalance where they're putting too much tension, too much force through the rotator cuff muscles and tendons, and they're not using other muscles above and below the area to take pressure off the rotator cuff tendons. Depending on what phase of healing you're in for your rotator cuff tendons, you can begin to take pressure off the tendon and put it into a good healing environment so that that tendon mends, so that it heals properly. And then you need to gradually begin to put forces through it so that it can get stronger over time. This all needs to be done without adding excessive tension that causes pain, and in a way that trains other muscles around it so that you can fix the muscle imbalance. This sets you up to have long-lasting relief from tendon problems in your rotator cuff. I've got a program called the Rotator Cuff Tear Recovery Program that walks you step by step through each phase. It tells you exactly what to do. It's a comprehensive program. It's all online and it's on demand. You can access it from anywhere that you have an internet connection. And this program tells you which exercises to do, which ones not to do, what you should be avoiding. And it lets you know when you should progress to the next exercises, because healing a rotator cuff tear without surgery is a process. There isn't just one exercise or one treatment that you can do. It's a combination of several treatments done over time, depending on where you're at in your healing processes, so that you can get to the point where you're feeling fantastic and confidently using your arm for everything you want to do, including overhead activities, without making things worse. You can learn more about this program down in the description below. There's a link for the Rotator Cuff Tear Recovery Program. And if you want to just check out more of our videos for help with a rotator cuff problem, there's a link to our playlist of all rotator cuff tear videos down in the description below too. Hey, if this video was helpful for you, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, and turn on our notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos we post each and every week. And don't forget to share this with somebody you think needs to hear this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.